it be? You haven't read any of my posts on Spook Shack? I guess the titles of my posts haven't been catchy enough. If I can't come up with something as attention-grabbing as the fiery serpent, then no matter how many times I write about glass crawlers, people are just gonna get bored and lose their interest in the forum. And when that happens, where can I find leads on the night horror? That's okay. But, I don't think Chestnut would like this. Chestnut is, a bit of a picky eater.
Man, we know Chestnut ain't no dog.
I see. Then maybe you want to give this one a go. Our most popular toy. It's a battery-powered bird that flaps like the real thing. Our kitties and puppies go nuts for it. This looks great. But is it sturdy enough?
Sure, I'm getting dizzy.
I know you're there. You didn't hide your tail properly. Did she actually understand that? Of course. She always understood me. Aw, you don't like it? Just give me.
What? All I heard is, just give me... ZENLESS ZONE ZERO. We're doing Lucia's story quest, and yeah, we're gonna go try to learn some things about animals.
Wow.
Want to say hi to her? Or how about want to say hi to her?
Hey there, little birdie. So cute. It's rare to see a bird willing to perch so docilely on someone's shoulder. She's very friendly with people. If only my dog would rely on me like that.
There may be a chance she's just being lazy, not wanting to flap her own wings, and just wants to use me as her personal ride. The little bird pecks at the man's ear hard. After the man begs for mercy, the bird gently nuzzles her beak against the side of his face.
You two are really close. I get it. Animals can be moody sometimes. As humans, we need to be good at having patience, but also seize the right moment to create opportunities.
That's right. I trust she won't hurt me, and she trusts I won't hurt her. Everything else is minor, though. Honestly, this one did hurt quite a bit. Ouch.
I get it. I trust that Chestnut won't hurt me, so next time she ignores me again, I'll say something to make her angry.
Wait, what? No,
Don't do that. No worries, everything else is minor.
Exactly. It's just a little dog. What trouble could your Chestnut possibly get into? If only you knew, buddy. How you doing on this fine day, lady? She's dejected.
Hello, good morning.
Bad morning, unfortunately. Alright, got it. So what do you want me to do now? The cocky little dog barks loudly a few more times, mixed with some impatient sneezes. Then he lifts his head and turns around, clearly a sign he wants to leave. The girl walking him heaves a heavy sigh and turns to ask Lucia. Sorry, what were you trying to say?
I wanted to ask how you and your dog usually get along.
It's simple. He screams at me, I obey. If I don't obey, he screams, and then I obey. He always manages to cause even bigger trouble, and all I do is follow his bark and call. We're a heartless tyrant with endless energy, and his poor slave. That's pretty much it.
Oh.
Of course, I've thought about doing something about it, like starting a grand rebellion, grabbing him and jumping into the sea. Oh. We're done talking to her. She really just said, I'll just go drown the dog. Cool. Let's never see her again. Hey, lassie, what's up?
Hi, sir. Are you taking your turtle for a walk?
The composed turtle raises its head slightly, nodding gently in acknowledgement.
That's right. Old buddy here was my grandfather's good friend. He passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. Technically, I should call it... No, you know what? Let's not get into that.
Your grandfather's good friend?
Lucia counted on her fingers, trying to figure out the generational relationship between the two elderly folks.
Many years ago, when I first got it from my dad, I was still young. Back then, I found it too lazy and slow. So I just kept it in the water tank. It seemed to know I looked down on it, so it gave me the cold shoulder too. But over these past few years, I've grown old and can't walk much anymore. It forgave me for neglecting it before, and now it's willing to keep me company while I go soak up the sun.
That's nice. I wish I could have a quiet moment with my dog too, but I don't think she likes getting too close to me.
Take it easy, young one. When words fail us, we can still speak through actions. Simply keep communicating with them, and they'll eventually understand.
So that's how you interact with animals. I've still got a lot to learn, but I feel like Chestnut is also trying hard to get closer to me. Though she didn't accept my gift, she wasn't completely indifferent. Today was the closest she's ever gotten to me, but how do I gain her trust?
Just keep believing in her.
So you mean, even though I saw Chestnut being hostile to that investigator, I still gave her the pillow? So Chestnut was willing to get close because she thought I believed she was a good ethereal? That makes sense. Just like what Graham said earlier, Chestnut understood me.
Yeah, but the investigator...
Chestnut was really unfriendly with him. Totally different from how I'd seen her treat others before, and how she treats both of us. I'd like to believe that Chestnut made her own judgment after observing him. Though I don't know the reason, as an ethereal Chestnut being so friendly is already a miracle. I don't want to let her down.
Probably because it's her usual bedtime. Lucia seems pretty sleepy already. Looks like you're getting sleepy. How about you go get some rest?
Alright, tonight's Howl Bedtime Tales ends here, even for a planned all-morninger. This has gone on way too long. I need to get out of here before the Night Emissary's magic wears off.
I'm pressing X. Fucking move on, dickhead. Let's get into it. Lucia sent a message, but she didn't really explain what's going on. I'll ask her when she gets here. I can ignore Wise's curfew and stay out late having fun again. As promised, your midnight visitor arrives in the dead of night once again.
Belle!
What happened? Don't panic. Take your time and tell me slowly.
It's the night horror. There's word in my tribe that the night horror has returned. Our old chieftain. He sleepwalked into Lemnian Hollow, and no one's seen him since.
What? Was it an accident?
A few days ago, some people came to speak with the chieftain. They asked if any night watchers would volunteer to sleep at night so they could follow the sleepwalkers into the hollow and find the night horror. They promised they only wanted to learn more about the night horror's powers, and if anything went wrong, they'd wake us right away. But for everyone's safety, the chieftain said no. Not long after, people overheard the chieftain arguing with someone loudly.
That sounds suspicious. Do you think those people were involved? Since they got turned down, they forced the chieftain to sleepwalk?
But they they left right after they spoke with the chieftain. No one saw them return or sneak into the tribe. It looked like the chieftain just began sleepwalking because of the night horror, and following the fate of all night watchers, returned to the Hollow's embrace.
Something's definitely off here.
I've been carrying the staff he gave me, and I still remember his words. Maybe all Night Watchers will eventually embrace their fate, sleepwalking back into the Hollow and becoming one of the Ethereals. But so if anyone took away the chance of him living his life to the fullest, even if it was the night horror itself, I need to know why. No matter where we
Hello there, witness. Please, I'm all ears.
Well, of course you're all ears. You know how long your ears are?
This is the spot I was told about earlier. But this area, why does it look so familiar?
You've been here before?
I think so. Let me think. This seems to be near a path Chestnut often takes. I ran into her here a few times before. Is this really just a coincidence? Anyway, let's search around for any traces.
Lucia,
I'll handle
face
it.
the enemy head on. A crossroads. I see marks by the roadside. Let's check them out.
Thankfully, there are other plants that haven't been corrupted yet. All this fluffy, dense moss around here. It would take at least a month to grow to this thickness and height. There's no sign of broken or trampled branches on any of the plants either. And there's definitely been no one in the viney area. They're covered in tiny thorns. No way anyone would be able to get through there safely.
Hollow botany. You know so much.
This isn't the right way. Let's look around somewhere else.
Lucia carefully examines the footprints on the ground.
Hard to believe we almost missed such obvious clues. Should be this way.
Don't you want to take another look?
Well, to be optimistic, I think those footprints are left by members of the Night Watcher tribe. Besides, this area is usually deserted, yet there are multiple sets of footprints, all fresh and undisturbed by ethereals. Even if it wasn't about the chieftain, we should still check it out. I've taken a look. There are indents from fiery serpent's explosions, footprints left by Huskarn, imprints by the Farbot whatever's great shields, and marks covered with Arcover's set down his legs nearby. But no signs of humans, no neatly dressed investigators, no barefoot hollow raiders, and certainly no shoe-wearing ethereals.
How can you tell all that?
Let's just go check another spot.
The ethereals seem kinda riled up today.
Huh? How do you know that? They all look the same to me.
Huh? See the glow around their cores? It's shifting fast. Much faster. About 20% quicker than usual.
Whoa, you can tell?
Who the hell are you?
Ah, it's a hater.
A hater?
Know this ethereal?
Wait, the chieftain? No, not like that. But if the chieftain had turned into an ethereal, he would be a far stronger one than this.
Oh, go chieftain, I guess.
High-rank ethereals never get along. So if one is flexing its muscle here, it might actually be good news for us.
I'm not following what you just said. But if you're
Dude,
calling it
how-
good news,
what-
it's good news.
How do I know when? Okay, you can't keep doing this.
But first, we need to deal with this little troublemaker. It's being a menace. Slumber
As
in the
foreshadowed.
You
Your
can't just
opponent
keep doing
is
this.
for the time field name. I will never lose. Ah! You're all riddled with flaws. Strike in an instant. A flurry of threats.
What the hell is going on here? No supernatural nonsense.
The noise is unbearable.
My sword always points to victory.
It's recovered. The next page.
Wait, I'm sorry. Her
is the
ultimate wasn't even
ending.
filled. Wait, her ultimate wasn't filled. What do you mean she just did an ultimate?
It's time to settle this. A flurry of thrusts. I see your weakness.
Time
No
to aura
time to deal with
farm.
you individually. Apologies.
Lucia walks around the area and finds a few markers, which seem to put her at ease.
I hate to break it to you, but that ethereal we just saw was definitely a Hator. They were all Exaltus priests before turning into ethereals.
Why?
From what I know, making Hator requires some, prep work, so to speak. It's the Exaltix exclusive cheese, made with unique techniques and extra long fermentation. Sorry, I suddenly lost my appetite for cheese, too. Let's talk about something more cheerful. The people who came to rescue the chieftain left a mark. It means something like he's alright now, and everyone's gone back. But something seems off around here. Better get out quick.
I didn't even notice there was a mark.
Sometimes Night Watchers encounter more troublesome situations in the Hollow. To let our kin know about our predicament, we've established a unique and comprehensive system of markers. The message is left behind this time. It matches what I felt.
So we should head out now?
Hold up, I've got this feeling that something's making the ethereals around here restless. Look carefully, we might find something.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, there should be an ethereal around here that would be perfect for research.
Yeah, you just want to play with Chestnut, huh?
Yeah.
Chestnut just appeared out of nowhere. Lucia keeps scanning the surroundings, wondering why the ethereals are acting so strange.
No other clues nearby, huh? Did you come looking for me to hang out? Let's go! We've entered the Hollow so many times, but this is the first time we've had a tour service!
What the hell?
Emergency! Excuse me, coming through. Chestnut, what is it you're leading me to? Kieran? And what's that beside him?
Before Lucia could wake Kieran, more excited ethereals come swarming in. And Chestnut seems to want to join the fight?
Chestnut!
I must be dreaming.
So Ahati is helping us beat up other ethereals? Watch out, Chestnut! Here I come!
What the hell's going on? What the fuck is
Focus on the
going on?
target.
What is this?
Sorry for stealing your spotlight.
It's time. It takes some time to wake up Lucia's fellow Night Watcher.
Kieran? Kieran! Are you okay?
Man, Kieran, you look like the edgiest goat I've ever seen. Are you sure you're not Diablo?
Lucia?
What's funny is I did actually kind of get spoiled on Kieran's whole existence because the English voice actor of Kieran, his name is Kieran.
What are you doing here?
I heard about the chieftain. I came here to see if there were any clues. what about you? Did you also sleepwalk into this hollow?
I don't really remember. I asked a friend to keep watch for me, but somehow I still ended up sleepwalking. Before you guys woke me up, I had no idea I was here.
It's pretty late. Maybe that friend of yours also dozed off.
I don't know. I saw him as a friend. But maybe he didn't see me the same way. He's always in an investigator outfit. Last time I ran into trouble in the Hollow, he was the one who saved me. Lucia knows. When things go south in the Hollow, we Night Watchers are always the first ones to be abandoned. It's rare for anyone to turn back for us.
What? Why? Just because you don't get attacked by ethereals, they treat you like you're some kind of freak?
Especially when the ethereals come swarming, it really becomes apparent that we're Night Watchers. But then again, I guess it's not always intentional. Sometimes people genuinely can't tell. In the chaos, a Night Watcher in a helmet doesn't look that different from a frenzied maniac or a vicious striker.
That's crazy. But there's something strangely funny about it, too. Sorry. I shouldn't laugh at it.
In dangerous situations, people tend to turn on anyone they see as different. When panic hits, those so-called teammates usually choose to abandon us first. And they always say things like, "You'll be fine. The ethereals won't attack you. Just hide here. We'll come back for you when we can."
Most of the time, no one comes back for us.
That's why, after that guy saved me, I really thought he was a true friend.
I understand what you mean. But has he been acting strange lately?
Strange. Well, lately, he's been asking a lot about the night horror. And really digging into things like how we communicate with ethereals. Does that count?
Communicate with ethereals?
Yeah. He saw me trip over a beholder engine once. It just looked at me and left me alone. Didn't attack me or anything. After that, he got it into his head that Night Watchers must be able to communicate with ethereals. It has the power to calm them down. By the way, speaking of calming and communicating with ethereals, isn't that your specialty, Lucia?
You mean those ethereals I summoned? Oh, that wasn't me controlling them. That was just an optical delusion. I layered some visual effects on top of simulated ethereal attack patterns, so it looks like they're there, but it's all just illusion.
I see. But what about this thing?
Oh, that's Chestnut.
This ethereal's been sitting there quietly this whole time. I thought maybe it could understand us. Wait, is it one of your illusions too?
Ah, yes, totally. When sitting still, she doesn't use much ether, so she looks really well behaved. But if you try to make her do something, she can be a little slow.
Lucia waves her staff at Chestnut, pretending to cast some kind of magic. Chestnut instantly starts wagging her tail and puts on a show.
This illusion isn't doing very well. I'll have to practice more later. I was gonna ask her to do something else too.
What the hell?
Oh, I see. This ethereal looks insanely real. I've seen some of your illusions before, but this one... Seems like you've improved your skills again. Congrats.
I guess so. Thanks.
But even with the staff passed down in our tribe, you still can't really control ethereals. Does that mean what the guy's after, controlling or communicating with ethereals, is never actually possible in the first place?
Manipulating the ether environments to control ethereal behavior isn't totally far-fetched. Take Geppetto from Hollow Zero. It could even command other ethereals to launch ambushes. But this strange device here? I doubt it can pull off anything close to what Geppetto could do.
If we're talking about massive symbiotic ethereals like Geppetto, then yeah, it could definitely manipulate the ether environment in a large area. But I feel like we don't really need something that extreme to influence ethereal behavior. If we just want to change how ethereals behave, then maybe suppressing or stimulating their ether activity levels could do the trick.
As expected from our ethereal expert. Have you seen anything like that before?
No. But the ethereals we encountered earlier were unusually agitated, as if they'd been provoked by something. Do you think it could be because of this device? And don't forget the chieftain's disappearance! What if someone's using the Night Watcher's abilities to try and communicate with ethereals, or to test how much they can control them?
Are you saying that someone's been experimenting on us? Using our ability to sleepwalk our lives? For research?
That's right. They probably want to exploit the Night Watcher's abilities to locate the Night Horror and research how to communicate with ethereals.
This theory actually lines up with how we've been treated during Hollow joint operations.
But it's just a theory for now. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. We need more leads, like figuring out what this strange device actually does.
Just a theory for now. A game theory.
Okay, I'll keep you posted on what's going on back in the tribe.
Weird little thing. Belle! Come take a look at this thing!
Let's see.
The hell? She turned into a gremlin with that
Captain
one.
ready.
This device looks like some kind of ether amplifier. If I'm not mistaken, the way it channels ether is somewhat similar to my staff.
Was the ethereal just now also an illusion?
Of course not, those were real ethereals, just more agitated than usual.
Lucia glances in the direction Kieran went.
Actually, my staff can indeed influence the behavior of ethereals.
How?
Since my staff can knead ethereal into a ball, it occasionally emits an intense light like the core of an ethereal, blinding those ethereals that still have vision. If that ethereal isn't nice to me, I'll catch it off guard and bonk it on the head. Just kidding. I noticed you've been kinda out of it. Lost in thought 1 minute, nervous and talking nonsense the next. Feeling better now? Let's talk about this machine first. Looks like it's what's making the ethereals around here so restless. The chieftain's sleepwalking and Kieran's blackout. They're probably connected to whoever put this thing here. But who could have done it?
Wait, looks like there's more ethereals coming. Oh my god, it just keeps happening.
Chestnut?
What you got that thing for?
Wow! You like this pillow, don't ya? Thanks so much for today. Will you come play with me again next time? Yes, she'll come too. It's a promise then.
Who will come to? Me? It was nice meeting you, Chestnut.
At Chestnut's enthusiastic invitation, you pet its head and tail. It's just as hard as you imagined, and you can even feel the violent ether flowing through its body. But this violent ether forms such a friendly puppy. It's fascinating. No wonder Lucia always wanted to find a way to coexist peacefully with ethereals. After you and Lucia spend quite a while playing with Chestnut, you reluctantly say goodbye. Dawn approaches. It's about the time Lucia usually leaves, but she seems to be deep in thought about something. What's on your mind?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering why the chieftain chose to give me the staff. If a family in Eridu had been holding on to a secret weapon, you'd expect it to go to someone powerful. Someone who could last the longest in the Hollow. Or someone who's best at taking down ethereals, right? Not that the Night Watchers believe whoever slays the most ethereals is the strongest, but I don't exactly have any other qualities that stand out.
But you really know the ethereals. The staff is a relic left behind after the Night Watchers confronted the Night Horror. Giving it to the person who understands the Night Horror best totally makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense. Actually, I've always had doubts about the true purpose of this staff. For decades, our chieftains have used it to fend off ethereals and protect our people from hollow disasters. But for me, defeating ethereals was never the goal. I wanted to understand them. Even among the Night Watchers, some say I've strayed too far from tradition.
Right. You've always had a special interest in ethereals. I don't think I've asked before, but what made you want to study them in the first place?
Ethereals. Some are born from the Hollow itself. Some are the continuation of life in the Hollow. Some of them feel like projections of who we are in the Hollow. Others are quite literally the people we once knew. I keep wondering, when someone is corrupted and becomes an ethereal, when they lose their sanity and identity in the Hollow, is there really no way to bring them back? If we see the Hollow as our enemy, then it's nearly invincible. No matter how strong you are, I don't think anyone can wipe out every last Hollow. But if one day we could uncover all the secrets of the ethereals, or if the Hollow itself could answer us, then maybe there's still a chance to bring our lost loved ones home. We can't change what's already happened, but maybe we can still move toward a future where we no longer have to live in fear of the Hollow.
Maybe. But, Lucia, those are some big questions. Perhaps the old chieftain gave you that staff because he believes in your search for the truth.
Is that so?
Lucia may have said a lot of confusing things, but she doesn't seem to be too bothered herself.
Well, there's no way the two of us can figure everything out just by thinking. Let's not stress ourselves out. Phew. So much has happened tonight. I'm exhausted. I should head home and get some rest. But I'm sure we can find out more about the chieftain and Kieran. Once I hear something new, I'll let you know.
Maybe it's because both the chieftain and Kieran are safe. Lucia hums a cheerful tune as she walks away. It's hard to believe I've actually touched an ethereal. A living ethereal! Moving! And it let me and it let me pet it. Oh yeah, okay. And it let me pet it of its own volition. Lucia's so amazing. This is exciting.
What kind of adventure will she take me on next? But I'm feeling a bit sleepy. If I head back now, I should make it in time to eat the breakfast Y spot, right? I'll sleep after eating.
'Cause every night I will save your life.